In 2004, French police were performing a training exercise deep in the spooky catacombs of Paris when they discovered a room containing a cinema screen, a bar, and a telephone. Puzzled by the find, the police officers headed back to notify their peers, but when they returned, the electricity had been cut, all evidence of the room had been removed, and only a warning note had been left. So who and why? Let's find out more. The Paris catacombs are a large network of underground passages that house the remains of at least 6 million people due to the overflow of cemeteries. In 1981, a group named Urban Experiment, or UX for short, was formed. The group was a top-secret society in Paris that stole blueprints for a large number of the catacombs' underground tunnels and passageways. It is alleged that the group of unnamed artists and anonymous persons are responsible for improvements made to underground infrastructure by refurbishing medieval crypts and laying on plays at night. The group is believed to be split into various teams, including an all-female team who take care of coded messages, a database team, an underground plays theme, a photography team, and a restoration team. Parisian authorities took a disliking to the group's actions, and unsurprisingly, they started a police unit to dive into the old sewers and catacombs of Paris in order to put a stop to their harmless fun, because the group was responsible for over a dozen other projects that included restoration or repair for things the French government had not chosen to do, presumably due to cost. But it made them look bad. So one day in 2004, instead of catching real criminals, French police as puppets under the dictatorship of globalists, were manipulated into entering the catacombs and deliver back some hard results to their masters. As a couple of officers were on a trek along one of the bone-littered pathways, their torches stopped them at a large sign which was preventing them from passing. The sign read, "No access." Undeterred by this, the officers had a job to do and ignored the sign. Then they came across something they did not expect to see. Once the officers had bypassed the sign, they were greeted by an automated camera that had been set up to record anybody ignoring the sign's advice. In addition, a tape recorder playing the sound of guard dogs barking began to scare off intruders. Possibly a little spooked by this, the officers still continued to head deeper into the tunnel until it opened up into a larger room. What they saw next really did stump them. Instead of finding yet more bones, the officers had walked into an empty bar fully stocked with drinks and stone bar stools in a side cave. But that wasn't all they had found. The room was wired with electricity, had an active phone line installed, and contained a giant cinema screen with all sorts of other recording equipment. It is believed that the urban explorers of the hidden corner of Paris had been hosting cinema nights, which nobody is allowed to talk about. After looking around the secret cinema, the officers returned to daylight to report back to their peers. 2 or 3 days later, the police officers returned with reinforcements to investigate further, only the venue had vanished. Whilst officers were sure they were in the right spot of the catacombs, their images had surely been seen by UX,
who had removed all their electrical equipment, the telephone, the bar, and all signs that anything had ever existed there. One of the officers soon realized that he was definitely in the right place when he stumbled across a note on the floor that read, "Do not try to find us." An arm of UX named Le Mexicain de Perforation are alleged to be responsible for this, and also claim there are many more of these cinemas out there that have not yet been discovered. Would you head into a cave full of real bones to watch a movie, and not just to avoid taking out a mortgage to fund a hot dog? Let me know in the comments, and please subscribe. Thank you.